Hi my baby stars. Here is another video, and this is requested, so thank you to the requester. They will be tagged down in the description. Today's video has a few trigger warnings, so please do listen, because if you do not like what is listed, I do recommend clicking off. There is mentions of being held at knife point, and that's pretty much it. That's the biggest and main trigger of this video for today. So if you don't like anything that revolves around being held at knife point, or quote, I'm using air quotes, kidnapped, because they're not, well, you'll see, but it's not really kidnapping. No one dies, I promise. But yes. Also, thank you to my lovely best friend, who will be tagged in the description as well, for making the thumbnail for this video. I love you. And sorry, that was my hand hitting my leg. I am so sorry. But thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I hope you enjoy the video. Actually, I'm not making an outro for this one, but I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! You and Carl were sent out on a scavenge, as the last group that had went on the previous scavenge was already occupied with some other mission set up around the camp. And since you and Carl were inseparable, you both were tasked to go on this run. Just a normal run, right? Wrong. So wrong. Darling, are you ready? Carl asks as he grabs his gun, sliding it into the holster. You nodded as you slipped your shoes on. You've got your gun, right? Carl asks. Once again, you nod as he follows in suite with an approving nod. Right. Well, let's head out. We gotta get home before dark, okay? You nod in agreement. You both decide to start heading out, as it was already close to noon and days were shorter and nights were longer. You both start walking out of the house, and then out of the gates of Alexandria. Not far into the forest, you both had already came across two very well-stocked and unseen little campouts that can only assume had people once before, but they weren't as lucky. Talking about anything and everything, the deeper you both go into the forest, that seemed to have no end, the more supplies you both racked up, almost too much to carry, but you managed. You both bought plenty of ammunition, so killing walkers was never an issue. Except the sneakier ones, who were quiet. Other than that, everything was well. Until you both entered a little house. You both deemed pretty empty, right? Well, that thought was shot down when an arm, a strong grasp, grabbed a hold of you and Carl both. A knife being held to your throat, as Carl was also held tightly, but no knife placed to his throat, by another man. The men had taken the supplies off of both of you and any weapons you could have been concealing. What the fuck is going on? Let us go! Carl yelled, but the man wouldn't. You nor him. You didn't make a move or a sound, despite silently having tears start to stream down your face, realizing your life was in jeopardy and could end if there were one wrong move. Carl was 100% willing to risk his life for you, but the man gave him a choice. Kill you or hand over the supplies. This wasn't even a choice for him. I'm picking her, you motherfucker. Take everything and let her go. Carl exclaims. They had taken all of the supplies as well as the weapons you and Carl had brought along. But fuck it, you were happy to breathe. As the men left in a hurry, Carl scrambled to your side and pulled you into a tight embrace, pulling you closer and closer, as if you were gonna disappear. Holy shit, are you okay? He asked as you frantically sobbed into his shirt. He wasted no time dragging you hurriedly back to Alexandria to assure no further harm on you had been done. You were frantic and terrified, and everyone on guard was concerned, but Carl wasn't answering any questions, but instead focused on getting you inside safely. He inspected your face and body for any injury as he wiped your tears while assuring you you're okay. He's here. I'm here, darling. It's okay, he said, running his hand soothingly up and down your back. He later did end up telling others about the situation. Rick was the first to hear about it, and he too was thankful no one was harmed, killed at worst. After endless words of reassurance that nothing like that will happen to you ever again, as long as you're in his sight, you finally eased off into his arms. You ended up sleeping it off, still a bit shaken. But Carl still can't shake the thought that that man would request something so stupid. A request like that, even an idiot could predict what he was going to say. His answer was you. It will always be you. Never another choice.